Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. So, I would like to thank all of our participants who right now join in this our live session. And please stay with us till the end of our program. So, my dear lovely participants, am I audible and clear? Let me know in our comment section, please. Okay. So, my dear lovely participants, this is a wonderful opportunity to learn with IGP, and this is our this is IGP 600 webinar number, and the topic is teaching actual English language. So it's a great achievement for all of us and great moment for us also. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm your host again, Nasreen from Bangladesh. And really, I'm proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. And I feel respected and privileged to host this webinar. And it's my delight to welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. So, dear audience, please give a react and comment in our comment box. And don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box also. Official page and subscribe our YouTube channels. You can also share this program in your timeline, Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn also. So let's learn together and grow together because we believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge, not holding it. So once again, I'm your host Nasreen. Welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professional. So dear audience, IGP is a ISO certified compliant training institute and globally recognized multi awarded institution. So dear audience, let's learn with IGP. You already know that IGP leading on online skill development work and with thousands of learners worldwide. And we make it get it able to use for every knowledge seeker to originate personality, more ambitious, and make confident to circumstance to face any circumstance and develop their own skills. And we are entrusted with international recognition. Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institution provides social work, and we organized our webinar online offline courses by best and trained speakers from all over the world to create a best learning platform for all of you. And our mission is empower people and enhance. And I have already shared with you that we have completed 599 webinar, and it's webinar number 600. So dear participants, please share this program as more as you can. So dear audience, let's welcome our honorable speaker from India. Okay. Welcome, sir, Muhammad Wasama. Welcome, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me now? Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me?
जी साउंड जो
Okay, sir. So please share your PowerPoint slide. Oh,
okay.
okay.
Can you hear me,
Yes,
ma'am?
sir. I can hear you now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Can you
Thank you,
hear me,
sir.
ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Can you
I
hear
think
me, ma'am?
because of tech. Yes, sir. I think because of technical problem, yeah, we are having the issue. So right now I can
Yes,
hear you,
yes,
sir.
yes, ma'am. Can hear you. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Can I start?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Can I start, ma'am? Can I start?
Yes, sir. You can start it. You can start your presentation, sir.
Can I start, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Can I start? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, and you can
Yeah,
start
yes,
your
sir.
presentation,
Yes, ma'am.
sir.
I can hear you.
Okay,
Can I
sir. Thank
start,
you, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
ma'am? Can I start?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Very good morning to all. Today we are going to learn about actual English. I'm Mohammad Osama from Odisha, India. Uh, Today I'm going to something about what I from a rural belt. Everyone learn English, but what is actual English? Whenever we have to learn any kind of language, we must have to learn the four basic skills. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. First, if we want to learn any kind of language, we should have to start with listening, not from writing. If we look towards the world, whenever in rural belt particularly, when the small children they are going to learn about any kind of language, they start from writing, which is totally different from learning any kind of language. So that's unable to do anything outside the classroom. So first, we should have to know why do we learn any language within the boundary of classroom. Do we use the language within the boundary of the classroom? No. We should have to use outside the classroom, in the atmosphere, in the society. So, what is outside of the classroom? Within the classroom, if we learn or we develop listening and speaking, we can stand outside of the world or in the society and we can do better. But what happens in the classroom or within the classroom? The small children, when they start learning any language, the teachers of the primary sector, they always start writing, which is totally different. Now, anything what we are learning in the classroom, we should have know about the first skill. Language is a skill-based subject. If we start, we should to develop the skill. The first skill is listening. If we want to learn the language within the classroom, we should have to start developing the first skill, that is called listening. When the teacher starts teaching any student about any kind of language, he or she has to develop the listening skill without developing or looking or focusing. Now I am giving you some example. When we have to go outside and we have to buy some sugar from a shopkeeper, he asks a question that what do you want? We reply that we want sugar, and he asks something that how much you have to take, or we tell that we want 1 kilogram or 2 kilograms. So here, what do we see? What we learn within the classroom or inside the classroom, we have to use it in the society. So the society tells us that you should have to start with listening and develop listening. As English language is one kind of language, and it should be start from listening. It is to be done by the teacher within the classroom by developing the skills. There are four big skills. One is listening, another is speaking, third one is reading, and last one is writing. It is totally skill based subject. For example, if I want to learn cycling, if you want to learn how do I ride a bicycle, if my teacher writes 20 pages about bicycle, can I learn how to ride a bicycle? No. So first I must have to ride the bicycle, I must have to sit on the seat of the bicycle, and I have to develop the skills by cycling the cycle. So what happens within classroom, we the teachers of in primary sector, they never look or focus towards the developing of the skills. Instead, they always start with writing. So I from this platform, I request all the teachers to start with developing the listening skills. That's why the in primary sector, the students, they have, at first they are given some rhymes. If a question arises that can they write the rhymes? No. So how do they get the rhymes by heart? By listening. So first we have to develop listening and then speaking. Third one is reading and last one is writing. Listening and speaking are the primary skills, and reading and writing are the secondary skills. Now we are going to learn about English. English uh, has the four skills and it is to be developed within the classroom. English language, how do we learn English language very clearly, and we have to learn very easily? Now I'm giving you some examples. One thing is that if we want to learn English language, we should have to know about alphabet. Some languages have alphabets and some do not have. So what is alphabet? Alphabet is a set of letters in proper order, but some of us do not know about an alphabet. Alphabet is not a group. Alphabet is not a um, freckle things. If we want to write down any kind of alphabet, we should have to write the letters in proper order and it should be written in a set. So some people say that B is an English alphabet, C is an English alphabet. So if alphabet, we do not know how to write down an alphabet. Alphabet is a set. A set of letters in proper order is called an alphabet. So whenever we have to write down any set in mathematics, we should have to put it within the brackets and all the numbers should be written in a pause, within a pause. So whenever we have to write any kind of alphabet in the world, we must have to know that we should have to put a comma after every letter because it is a set. If we want to write English alphabet, it should be written as a set. So after A, we should have to put a comma and then we have to write the second letter that is called B. And we have to put a comma and then we have to write down C. So in such sequence, we have to write the total set. B is not a set. B is an element of the set that is called alphabet. So if we are asked that B is a set or a letter, it is a letter. B is not an alphabet. Some people say that B is an English alphabet, C is an English alphabet. It is absolutely wrong because our concept is not clear here. That B is a part of the set that is called alphabet. So B is a letter. It is an element of the set. From A to Z, there are 26 letters from one part, and the total set is called an alphabet. So if I say English alphabet, in English alphabet we have 26 letters from A to Z. It is one set. And within the set, if we pick out one element, that is called letter. So we know that B is not a letter. B is not an alphabet. Sorry, it is an element of the alphabet that is called letter. C is not an alphabet. C is a part of the alphabet. It is called a letter. So in English alphabet, we have 26 letters. Question in some areas, the teachers ask questions that how many letters are there in English? So we have to know that English has 7 letters, not 26. If I say how many letters are there in book, so book has 4 letters, not more than 4. So if anyone asks us that how many letters are there in English, we can say there are 7 letters in English, not 26. If question is arising that how many letters are there in English alphabet, then we can see that or we can answer that English alphabet has 26 letters, either 26 or 52. In English language, there are two sizes and shapes of letters. One is capital and small. If we take total, we can know that there are 52 letters from A to Z, capital and small. If one side we have to take, there are 26 letters. The first letter. Now I'm giving you some examples of the sound of the letters that most of the students they are unable to know from their childhood in the primary sector. So I'm giving a request. We should have to teach from the beginning that what is the correct sound of every letter. The first letter of English alphabet is not A. The first letter of English alphabet is A E. There are two sounds, the double vowel sound. It is called A E, not A. The first letter is called A E, and the 8 number letter is called H, not H. Number 8 we have H, and number 10 we have J, not J. 11 K, 15 O, and like this we have to know the last letter is called Z, not Z. So why do we do not or we are unable to learn the correct sound of the letters initially because the teachers are not fluent and the teachers have to know about the correct sound of the letter whenever we have to teach teach the students in classrooms, we should have to make them fluently and make them fluent in providing the sound. They should have to be learned clearly the correct sound of every letter. So the first letter is A, not A, and the last letter is called Z. From A to Z, there are 26 letters, and they have been parted into two parts. One is vowel, and there is consonant. What is vowel? Question is arising. Why we have already parted the set of letters or English alphabet into two parts. Now the question is arising about sound. For sound, we have already parted it into two parts. The first part is called vowel, and the second is called consonant. It is because of the sound. Vowel has its own sound. Consonant does not have its own sound. So we have already parted the 26 letters of a set into two parts. Vowel has its own sound. So whenever we have to tell or speak or utter any vowel, we never ever touch an organ to another of our mouth. Sounds are 44 in English language. We should have to know that all the letters are to be learned by sound and not by writing or drawing or picturizing. The correct sound is to be sounded by the student when he or she listens clearly. So sounds are 44, but the letters are 26. Within the 26 letters, we have 44 sounds. Vowel sounds are 20, and consonantal sounds are 24. How do we utter a vowel sound? If we want to utter any vowel sound, we never ever touch an organ to another organ of our mouth. For example, if I say ah, when I say ah or speak ah, I haven't touched any parts of my organ of my mouth. So it is a vowel sound. If I say pa, pa is a consonantal sound because I have to touch the two lips and make the sound. So vowel sound is created without touching an organ to another of our mouth. Consonantal sound is to be created by touching an organ to another of our mouth. So within the letters we have sounds. Letters are, we can say the letters are nothing. They are pictures, they are drawings, they are sizes, they are shapes, they are sight. We have to make the sound clearly. For example, if I see an elephant, do we find the writing elephant? Is there any word written on the animal elephant, the biggest animal? No. So how do we utter the sound elephant? At first we saw it and we heard the sound by our elders or by our neighbors. After that, we have to touch the sound with the animal, and next time we utter the sound that is elephant. So, like this, the word, the letters, and the sentences are to be taught within the classroom. The first letter, within the first letter A, there are two sounds. One is A, another is E. It is a double vowel sound. That is A. There are five vowels: A, E, I, O, U. The five vowels have their own sound. When we have to utter any vowel, we never ever touch an organ to another of our mouth, like A, E, I, O, U. Within the five vowels, U is a vowel, the letter is vowel, but the sound, initial sound, is a consonantal sound. So within five vowels, U is a vowel which has a consonantal sound at the beginning, because whenever we are making a sound or we make the sound of U, at first we must have to touch the lower lip with the lower teeth. And after that, the last sound is U. Ya, U, U. At first we have to touch the lower lip with the lower teeth. It is a consonantal sound. So there are five vowels: A, E, I, O, U. Within the five vowels, U is a vowel which has a consonantal sound at the beginning. So sound plays a vital role in every language. We should have to make or focus playing sounds in the classrooms, not writing or drawing the pictures or the letters. Next thing is that we have consonants. Consonant is a word that is derived from two words. One is kan and there is Saunans. Caun, kan means together. Saunans, Sounans. Saunans means sound. So in every consonant, we have a togetherness adding of two sounds. The word consonant tells us that within me there are combination of two sounds. A consonant doesn't have any sound. It is sounded with the help of a vowel sound. So in every consonant letter, within the 21 consonant letters, in every letter we have a consonantal sound. For example, if I say B, within B, the letter B is sounded with the help of two sounds. The first sound is ba, and the end sound or the finishing sound, ending sound is E. So within B, we have two sounds. The first sound is ba, and the last sound is E. Ba, E, B. So without E sound, the letter B, the consonant B, can't be sounded. So in every consonant, we have two sounds. One is vowel and there is consonant. There are 21 consonants. Every consonant tells us that I do not have any sound. I am sounded with the help of a vowel sound because I am created with the two words, adding of two words, that is kan and saunans. Kan means together, saunans means sound. So whenever we have to utter any consonant, we should have to make two sounds. One is consonantal, another is vowel. In 21 consonants, 8 consonants have vowel sound at the beginning. F, H, L, M, N, R, S, X. F. F is the sixth number letter of English alphabet. If I say F, the first sound is A and the last sound is F. A addition F, we get F. So F is a consonant, and within this consonant, we have a vowel sound that is A. It is at the initial stage. F, F, like this. H. H has a vowel sound. It is at the beginning. That is A. A addition Ch. It is H. And next is L. A, La. L. A, Ma. M. A, Na. N. L, M, N. The next is R. Within R, there is a vowel sound that is R and consonantal sound that is Ra. Next is S, X, and last one is X, X. So there are 8 consonants which have vowel sound at the beginning, and the remaining 13 consonants have vowel sound at the end. So every consonant have two sounds. One is vowel and another is consonant. Consonant itself tells us that I do not have any sound. I'm being sounded with the help of a vowel sound. 8 consonants have vowel sound at the beginning. F, H, L, M, N, R, S, X. The remaining consonants, the 13 consonants have vowel sound at the end. For example, B. B, within B there are so two sounds. One is ba and there is E. Ba, consonantal sound. E, vowel sound. Ba addition E, it is B. C, D, G, J, K, P, Q, T, V, W, Y, Z. The last letter is called Z. We have already discussed that every consonant have two sounds. One is vowel and that is consonant. By combination of the two sounds, the consonant is created. So if we say the last letter is Z, some people say the last letter is Z. If we say it is Z, there are three sounds. One is ZA, the middle one is A, and the last one is DA. So if we say it is Z, there are three combinations, three sounds combination. So it is absolutely wrong. So we have to say the last letter is called Z, never utter Z. If it is Z, then we can say the second letter is called bed, and the third one is Z, and fourth one is dead. So we should have to clear our concept about the alphabet. Alphabet is a set. Now let us ask ourselves, have we already written any alphabet by putting a comma between the letters or the elements? Most of us do not know how to write an alphabet. Have we written any alphabet as we write a set? Never. Most of us say the answer should be never. So from today, we should have to learn about correct writing of alphabet. Whenever we have to write an alphabet, we should have to write as a set. After every letter, we have to put a comma, as it is not a combination, it is not an adding, so it is a set. As we write it in mathematics, we should have to write down such letters within putting a pause between it. So we have 26 letters from A to Z. The last letter is called Z, not Z. We have already discussed earlier. So now we are going to learn. There is a letter within the alphabet, the 25th number letter, that is called Y. Y says that at first I have a consonantal sound, that is W, and the last sound is E. W, E, Y. Whenever we utter the sound that is E, Y, at the end of Y, the correct sound is E, not A. So if we say using Y at the end of any word, in some cases we say E, and in some cases we say A. By taking example, that whenever we see MY, we utter my. But if we have to take the word that is BY, it should be by. But most of us say that it is by. So one thing we should have to learn, that Y is the 25th letter, and the last sound of Y is E, not A. If BY is by, so why not MY is my? If MY is my, so BY should be by, not by. I request from this platform to every teacher, every students who are watching throughout the world, that we should have to make clear, and from the basic, from initial stage, from childhood, that the correct sound Y is E, the last sound is E. Y has two sounds. As Y is a consonant, it has two sounds. It is a combination of two sounds. One is consonantal, that is W, and the last one is E. So Y has E sound at the end. Whenever we use Y at the end of any word, we to utter as E, never utter A, because Y has E sound, vowel sound at the end. So MY, my, BY, by, DAY, day, S-A-Y, say. T-H-E-Y, they, not they. Say. P-L-A-Y, play. So in this way, we have to utter the last sound of Y, that is A. And next later, we are going to learn about W. Actually, it is created by taking the help of two U's. That's why it is uttered as W. W. So W has U sound at the end. In some cases, we uttered some of the students or teachers, they utter that it is O. One thing I request from this platform to everyone in this world, that O sound, when we utter the sound O, we have to think that there is no O sound in English language. G, ow, go, that is not go. Go, as ow, so, and no, no. So there is no O sound in English language. Whenever we utter O sound, we have to make up our mind that we have some mistakes in English. So there is no O sound in English language. In another language we have O sound, but in English we don't have any O sound. So W says that at the end of my sound there is the vowel sound, that is U, and never utter O. For example, if I say taking the help of a word that is COW, COW, it is not cow. At the end of this word, we have already combined three letters C, O, W. The last letter is W. So W says that at the end of my sound, it is U. But we utter O, cow. It is actually the sound of COW is cow. So we never utter cow. And next word, NOW. It is now, but some people they say that it is now. Now. So NOW, now, COW, cow, SLOW, slow, FLOW, flow, not slow, flow, BLOW, blow. So like this, we have to utter the correct sound of Y and W. By taking some examples of the letter, third number letter, that is called C. C is a letter which has two sounds. One is sa, another is ka. Most of us do not know when we have to utter sa and when we have to utter ka. So I'm giving some example. Whenever we have the letter C, and after C we have the vowels A, O, and U. If we find the letter C, and after C we have the letters, vowel letters, that is A, O, and U. The C should be sounded as K. For example, CAT. It is a word CAT. In this word, we have already combined three letters. One is C, and there is A, third one is T. And after C, we have the vowel A. So we can't utter here SAT. This should be none to the teachers who are teaching initially the picture book to the small children. They utter C for cat. Now within the minds of the children, there is a question. The letter is C, why not SAT? So we are here, we are going to be cleared. And after C, if we have the letters, vowel letters A, O, and U, C should be sounded as K. never utter sa. So that's why we are reading that C for cat, not sat. After C, we have the letter A. So the C letter is sounded as ka, not sa. And next one is au. If any letter, if any word has C and after C we have the letter au, the C should be sounded as ka, not sa. So it is not sought, it is caught. Why caught? Because after C we have the vowel au. So we have to utter ka, caught. And next, if after C we have the letter vowel letter U, C should be sounded as ka, C-U-T, cart. Here C is sounded as ka because after C we have the letter vowel letter U. So C, when we have A, au, U after C, and in any word we find A, au, U after C or follow C, C should be sounded as ka, not sa. When we find any word after C, we have the vowels I and E. The letter C should be sounded as sa, not ka. For example, if I say cement, after C we have the letter E, so we never utter cement. It is cement. Why? Because C is a letter, and after that we have already found a letter, vowel letter, that is E. So here C is sounded as ka, not not ka, but sa, cement. We never utter cement. For example, if I say circus, after C we have the letter I, and here as I is a vowel, and after C we have already mentioned here, so C should be sounded as sa. It is not carcass, it is circus. So like this we have to utter. Whenever we find any word with C, we have to look towards the letter which comes or which follows after C. If any word has C and after that we have the letter vowel letter A, au, and U, we have to utter the letter C as ka. If we find any word after C, we have the letter E and I, we have to utter C as sa, not ka. So like this, there are some words which are to be uttered clearly at the initial stage to the students or the children. The teachers, they have to know about the correct sound of the letters of English alphabet. English alphabet is a set, it is not a combination. Whenever we have to write down an alphabet, English alphabet, we should have to put a comma after elements. Every letter is one element of the set that is called alphabet. After every letter, we have to put a pause comma. It is to be done because in every set we have to detach from an element to another element. So we have to put a comma. And within the 26 letters in English alphabet, the student should be learned the correct sound within the classroom. And after that, we have to develop the correct sound initially. That's why after our examination after graduation, the students, they do not have to feel hesitation in sitting any interviews. So whenever we have to write any alphabet, we should have to make the children learn the correct sound and serial number. When we have to write English alphabet, we should have to put the serial number in A. We have to put one. In number one serial, the letter is A, and in number two, the letter is B. Why we have to learn or we have to teach the students such things? The main thing is that after finishing graduation, the students who are going to sit in an interview, there are some questions arising, and there are some questions connected to the reasoning. The reasoning are from the alphabet set. So when question comes that if 2 120 is equal to bat, 3 120 is equal to what? Our students who are to be learnt or in the what to be taught or learnt in the classroom in standard 3 or 4, they are facing such questions after graduation, after 15 years learning. They do not solve this problem. They seem that, or they feel that it is one kind of mathematics, but it is not mathematics. It is only the serial number of English alphabet. 2 120. In serial number 2 of English alphabet, there is the letter B, and serial 1 is A, and serial 20 is T. So 2 120 is equal to bat. 3 120, in serial 3, we have to write down C, 1 AE, and 20 T. It is cat. So when we have to teach the students English alphabet, we never make them remember. We never make them get by heart to every letter. We have to focus on listening and speaking. First, the teachers have to teach the students the correct sound of every letter. For example, what I've already uh, told you earlier, that the first letter is AE, not A. How many teachers are teaching like AE? When students they came after finishing their graduation, they uttered A, but the correct sound is A. So like this, there are some letters we have to utter correctly, and the 15 number letter, which is very dangerous, that is called O. Everyone knows that it is O. There is no O sound in English alphabet. It is O. The letter is O, and there are sounds that they are different sounds. So I request all the teachers who are sitting with me, who are watching, they should have to know about the correct sound of every letter while teaching the alphabet. Any kind of alphabet, that should have to teach like this. Every letter has a sound. Make students clear. Make students make the sound clearly, and every student should know about the correct sound at first before knowing how to write down. Every student has to learn in initial stage in rural areas. The primary teachers they teach students by writing. By writing, they are teaching the alphabets or letters. It is absolutely wrong. Every language has four skills. It is skill-based subject. We do not have to go towards the stories or the books or poems or proses. It is not a big matter. We have to develop the four skills. It is skill-based subject. And whenever we are able to develop the skills, the students can learn easily in their life. So we should have to teach them how to develop the skills at first. If I enter any class and there are 40 students sitting in the class, now question is arising, are there 40 students in the class? That is a big no. The answer is a big no. Why? Because at first, when as I am a language teacher, while I am going to teach language within the classroom, I should have to make all the students alert, because listening is the first skill of any kind of language. So if I am teaching before a graveyard, the teaching is useless. So I request all the teachers that when you have to or we have to go or enter into the class, we do not start teaching any kind of language. Why? Because we have to look towards every student, that whether he is or she is sitting mentally or physically. If I have 40 students, The survey says that the students are 4, not 40. 36 students are mentally outside, physically inside, and 4 students are they are sitting as they are sitting at the front bench. In some cases, they are physically and mentally inside. So, before teaching a language, it is a vital point for every teacher. When I enter, I have to teach any kind of language within the boundary of a classroom. At first, I have to make up our mind that all my students are physically and mentally inside. If they are physically inside and mentally outside, the teaching is totally baseless and useless. So, one thing I have to request on the teachers nowadays, the learning process is going on, not direct method. In the old days, what the teachers say, we the students, we get something and we note it down. It is one-way process. But what we should have to think about that it is totally activity based. The students have to be active, but what is seen within the classroom, the students are not active. They are outside the classroom mentally, and the teaching is going on. Particularly in our countries in rural belt in India, after 76 years of independence, we are coloring the classrooms, we are designing the classrooms, we are changing the infrastructure, we are giving uniforms and midday meals and all the government and private schools. But have we ever thought about the students who are sitting in front of a teacher who is teaching language? Never. So my request is that whenever we have to teach language, we must have to look towards every students, whether the students are mentally outside or inside. First, we should have to make them inside, and after that, we have to start by listening, focusing on listening, not on reading or writing. And next thing is that when we have to start teaching any language within the classroom, first we should have to warm up the students by focusing on the topic. What happens within the classroom? The teacher enters, and after that, the teacher asks a student that please give me your book. Without any reference book, the teacher takes the help of the student's book, and the student gives him the book or her the book. After that, the teacher never focuses on the listening, developing the listening skill. It always or she or he always focuses on reading and writing. So while teaching any kind of language in the initial stage, primary stage, I request all the teachers to make the books of the students close at first. Never tell them that open your book at page number 5, 6, or like this. They have to close their books at first. The teacher has to read by looking at the book, whether it is prose or poem, it doesn't matter in the initial stage, and the teacher has to read it aloud with correct pronunciation, with correct intonation, pause, like this. So the teacher does not have to tell the students about open your book at page number and look at the book. So one thing I request all the teachers that we have to develop the skills at first. So while developing the listening skill, the students' books are to be closed. At the initial stage, the books are to be closed, and the teacher has to utter the correct sound of every letter, intonation pause with the help of intonation pause of every sentence. The students have to listen it clearly, and after that In next activity, he can or she can tell them to open the book for activities. So if we make the students learn, if we teach in this way, we can teach the students correct English, actual English. I request all of us that alphabet is the basic thing which is to be learned from standard 3 to class 3, because after plus 3 we are facing interviews and reasoning the questions are from that alphabet. So we have to make up our mind while learning or listening clearly the correct sound of every letter. I've already told you about the correct sound of letters, and now I'm reminding you that English alphabet has 26 letters. Alphabet is a set. B is not a set. C is not a set. So B is not an English alphabet. B is a letter. It is an element of English alphabet. C is a letter, not an alphabet. C is one part of one element of English alphabet. So whenever we are going to learn any kind of alphabet, we should have to make up our mind that we have to learn correct sound of every letter. In English alphabet, we have 26 letters. Among them, 5 are vowels and 21 are called consonants. We have already parted this alphabet because every alphabet has sounds. So in English alphabet, we have 26 letters and it has been parted into two parts. One is vowel and there is consonant. Vowel has its own sound. There are 5 letters: A, E, I, O, U. Within the 5 letters, 5 vowels, U is a vowel which has consonantal sound at the beginning, because whenever we have to utter the sound of U, at first we must have to touch the lower lip with the lower teeth. It is a consonantal sound. And among the 21 consonants, every consonant has two sounds. One is vowel and there is consonant. Consonant is a word that is derived from two words. One is kan, C-O-N, kan, and next one is sonans, S-O-N-A-N-S. Kan means together, sonans means sound. So whenever we utter a consonant, we have to make focus on two sounds and two sounds. One is vowel sound, another is consonantal sound. We don't have any consonant which has three sounds. So every consonant has two sounds. One is vowel and another is consonantal. Every consonant has a vowel sound within it. Among the 21 consonants, 8 consonants have vowel sound at the beginning. They are F, H, L, M, N, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, S, X. And the last letter is A, Z. So there are 13 consonants which have vowel sound at the end. And the last letter is called Z. It is not Z. In Z we have three sounds, sa, a, da. So in Z we have two sounds. The first is za, consonantal sound, and last one is e, vowel sound. By adding za and e, we get z. The 7 number letter is G. Now I'm making the correct sound of 7 number letter G. Last is Z, not G. Z. Z for zoo. Z for zebra. But some teachers they utter zebra. It is absolutely wrong. So the last number of English alphabet, last letter is Z, 26th letter. And the correct sound of zoo, Z avo. So zebra. Now I'm making the correct sound of every letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Not Z, Z. Seven number G. Once again, I am uttering A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So we have already learnt about the correct sound of every letter in English alphabet. We have already discussed about the serial number of the English alphabet. Whenever we have to teach the students of English alphabet, we should have to teach them the serial number because it is very much necessary or needful in every stage. Whenever we teach it using such game that if 2120 is called back, 3120 is what? So within this game, the student can learn the correct sound of English letter, every letter of English alphabet indirectly. So the teachers are requested here that such things they have to give the students within the classroom, and after that the students can learn or they have interest in learning English. In rural belt, the students are found they are not interested in learning English because they found it very difficult. But I request all the students from this platform throughout the world that English is very interesting. English is not very hard. It is not very difficult. It is very easy and it is very interesting. I request all the students to learn fluently. If feel any kind of difficulties in future, please make me in email. I have email address and take all the addresses from this platform IGP. I'm ever thankful to IGP that they have already given me chance to sit before you and to share something what I have already learned, what I have already researched from my child since my childhood within this rural belt, and I've already found some creations, so that creations are have been already shared to you. So here I request all the teachers, all the mentors, and all the students throughout the world from this platform that we should have to learn English fluently and clearly with correct sound by using such kind of things. If you want any kind of material from my side, please contact IGT and take all materials that I've already created. I've already created such alphabet diagrams or alphabet set in a different way that a student can learn very easily. It has not to take any difficulties by learning in such a chart. So, table, I request all of you to teach the students or to learn English fluently. Actual English has to be given in the particularly rural belt in every countries so that a rural child doesn't feel that I am inferior to the urban child. So every child has a right
I'm working in a rural belt, so I, from my side, I research such kind of things from my side, and I created such things that I have already got, and we have already discussed in this platform. So I think what I have already told, what I have already shared within this period, it should be utilized within the classroom and throughout the world. And after that, we can get actual knowledge. As I'm a teacher, I feel that I'm the first student I want to learn. So if we have to share our knowledge, we can develop our knowledge. As language is a skill-based subject, we should have to develop the skills instead of any other things. We should not have to teach as we teach as a content subject. So I request here to all the teachers to teach English after developing the skills, for skills, and the skill should be developed serially. First, we should have to develop listening, then speaking, then reading, and last one writing. So from this, I conclude my session. If any question arises within this sharing, so I can solve it from my side. I request the moderator to go ahead, and after that, we can share the questions. Within our discussions, if we have some difficulties about such learning, I ask you to share the questions in the chat box, and I can give you correct answer within our discussion.
So there is a short period of time. I ask all the uh, panelists and all the viewers, they can ask in the chat box, so which are given by the moderators. And I am once again thankful to IGP from Bangladesh that they have already given me chance. I'm ever grateful to IGP and for such their work for the developing of the knowledge of every student. Thank you. Namaste. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable presentation with our participants. And really, it's discussion made this 600 episode
Sound good here.
wonderful. And we will come back with you in our quiz session after the quiz competition session. So our participants going to ask question in that session, sir. So please stay with us. Thank you once again, sir. Okay, my dear lovely participants, it's time for quiz. So after the quiz, we come back with our honorable speaker in our Q&A session. So don't forget to share your answers in the chat box and don't forget to subscribe our channel and start our quiz. Hello everyone. Welcome back in our quiz competition session. So please let me know in our comment box that am I audible and clear? And you can see the joining link in our comment section, or you can browse Chrome, directly go to www.slido.com and the code is quizigp. Thank you so much, ma'am Jenny and ma'am Sonam. Thank you so much. And right now we have 40 participants who have already joined in this quiz session. Thank you again to all of our active participants for joining in this session. Yes, I'm agree with our CSR team member, Sir Dennis, that please join with your full name because it will print in our winner quiz certificates. And also don't forget to share this webinar in your timeline. Thank you, Ma'am Carmela. So we have right now 41 participants who joined in this session. So we will start the quiz competition session within a few minutes. So please join with us and mention your friends in our comment section so that they can also participate here. And let me tell you that today top 10 will be awarded with quiz completion certificates, and in the end we will share the international webinar code. So please stay with us till the end. And after the quiz, we will come back with our honorable speaker in Q&A session. So please get ready with your question to ask our speaker in the next session. So we will start our quiz competition session within a minute. Right now we have Ma'am Roena Arsimbulas, then we have Ma'am Junel Almandawe, we have Saruki Kalima, then we have Ma'am Christina Vidal Rosario, we have Ma'am Emily Andrifihu, we have Ma'am Rosie Teosors, Ma'am Hazel May Dikaber, then we have Ma'am Nin Cat Villanueva, we have Ma'am Norcia, Ma'am Ava Dela Cruz, Ma'am Jeneline Borja Mandawe, Sir Joseph and Lesser, Ma'am Shagun Sheikh. Then we have Ma'am Emily. So thank you all for joining in this quiz session. Okay, then let's count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start it. So the first question is, okay, actual language use blank. Use what? You study or activate. So you have only 10 seconds left to answer it. So the right answer is option number 2, that is activate. And 42% of our participants chose the correct answer. So congratulations, do answer correctly. Let's see our leaderboard. In this round, we have Sir John Kinetsi Goebbels first position in our leaderboard, following Ma'am Garima Sharma. Then we have Ma'am Janeline de la Cruz. Then we have Sir Jola Bernasor, and finally Ma'am Jacqueline Bessa. So congratulations to all of our participants to answer correctly. So let's see the next question, question number 2. Okay, the question is, there are space sounds in the English language. So sounds more than 40 sounds, or exactly 52 sounds in the English language. Right answer is option number 1, more than 40. So there are more than 40 sounds in the English language, and 91% of our participants answered correctly. Okay, let's see the leaderboard. In this round, we have Ma'am Garima Sharma plays first position. Okay, following we have Sir John Kinitsi Goel, then we have Ma'am Janeline and Dela Cruz. We have Ma'am Jacqueline Bessa and Ma'am Upama Vashist. So congratulations to our winners. Let's see the next question. So the question is, how many speech sounds are there in the English language? Between 42 and 44, or between 30 and 32? So let's see the right answer. The right answer is number 4. So the question is, Blank gives students an actual practice in speaking the language. So you have to put one option in the blank, that is discussions or impromptu speeches. So the correct answer is option number two, that is impromptu speeches. And 60% of our participants get the right answer. Okay, in this round we have Sir John Kenneth C. Goyle, please first position. Congratulations to our participants, those answered correctly. Okay, let's see the next question. Question number 5. English sonnet, three quatrains and an ending couplet A above C C C D E F E F or G G, or an octave and a sestet A B B A B B A. So we have to choose one option, and okay, the time is up. Let's see the right answer. Here is the right answer, that is option number 1. And 81% of our participants choose the right answer. In this round, again, we have Sir John Kenneth Seagull plays first position. Congratulations to winners. Let's see the next question, question number 6. So here is our sixth question, that is home language skill positively impact the learning of English language and literacy skills. So is this true or false? Correct answer is option number 1, and that is true. So 98% of our participants answered correctly. Only 2% chose false. So okay, let's see leaderboard. In this round, again, Sir John Kenneth Seagull is first position, following Ma'am Jacqueline Bessa, following Bia Mary, Ma'am Bia Mary Bipaso, and we have Ma'am Carmela Behane and Ma'am Sona Myangchin. So congratulations to our winners. Moving to next question, question number 7. Which strategies highlight the importance of explicitly teaching the underlying grammatical structure of English? So work on sentence level grammar or creating opportunities for speakers to practice grammar and So here is the answer. So the correct answer is work on sentence level grammar, and 47% of our participants choose the correct answer. In this round, we have Ma'am Sona Myangchin placed first position in a leaderboard, following Ma'am Carmela Behane, following Sir Joseph and Plesser, following Sir Alex Javier Alvarez, and Ma'am Jacqueline Mesa. So moving to next question, question number 8. Which reading skill is often absent in English language learners and should be a focus of reading instruction? Reading comprehension or concepts of print? Only 4 seconds left. So the time is up. Let's see the correct answer. So the right answer is reading comprehension, and 83% of our participants choose the correct answer. Again, we have Ma'am Sonam Yangchan plus first position in this round, following Ma'am Carmela Behan, following Sir Alex Javier Alvarez, following Sir John Kenneth Siguel, and Ma'am Charlene Kalahamaguchi. So moving to next question, question number 9. What kind of people are taught the language? University students or people already in employment with the language, or people with particular vocabulary and skills? You have only 7 seconds left. Okay, let's see the right answer. So correct answer is option number 1, that is university students or people already in employment with the language. And 39% of the participants choose this correct answer. So let's see the leaderboard. We have Ma'am Charlene Kalamaguchi in this round, place first position. Following Ma'am Emily Ann Rifio, following Ma'am Sonam Yangchen, following Ma'am B. Berry Bipaso, and Ma'am Carmela Bihan. Okay, we are moving to last question. Question number 10. Dynamic teaching is the relationship between techniques and the students, or approach and classroom practice. So the right answer is option number 2, that is approach and classroom practice, and 42% of our participants answered correctly. So let's see our leaderboard and the winner's name. Okay, congratulations, Ma'am Emily and Rifihu, please first position. Okay, following we have Ma'am Sona Miyakshin, please second, Ma'am Charlene Kalahamaguchi, please third. We have Sir John Kenneth Seagull, please fourth, Ma'am Jamaline V. Rivera, please fifth. Let's see the next name. We have Ma'am Carmela Behan, please sixth. Then we have Ma'am B. Marie P. Paso, place 7th. Ma'am Mean Kate Villanova, place 8. Sergio Abernasor, place 9. And Ma'am Jigme Dorhe, place 10. So congratulations to our top 10 winners. So congratulations to our top 10 winners. So give it virtual claps for our winners. So my dear winners, you'll get your certificates from our Facebook official page. After the program, we will post it after 15 minutes later. So please collect from our Facebook official page and also get ready for our next session, that is QA. And don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in our comment box, because this 600 webinar live session is very wonderful, and we want everyone to join in this session. So I think that we will get benefited from this session. So don't forget to mention your friends in our comment box. So get ready for ask question to our honorable speaker in Q&A session. Welcome, sir, in our QA session. So, sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Ma'am,
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir?
yeah, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Thank you. So,
Okay,
my
ma'am.
dear lovely participants, write down your question in our comment box, and our speaker is ready to answer. So, don't miss this opportunity.
June 40 କହିଦିଅ ଅଛୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ରୁମରେ କହିଦିଅ କହିଲେ ମିଟିଂ ଚାଲିଛି ଆସୁ ସେଇଠି ରହିବ ରହିବ ସେଇଠି ପୁଅ ଅଛି
Dear participants, we are still waiting for your question. So please write down your question in our comment box. Dear participants, if you have any query or any question, please put in our comment section. Okay, here is our first question from Mary Beth Dela Cruz. And she's one of our uh, lovely hosts in IGP. So the question is, what is the importance of learning English language?
thank you Mabeth. Can I answer?
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Very good morning, Mavit. It's it's my pleasure to have a question from you. Why do we learn any kind of language? First, we have to express. So, if we want to go outside, many areas are being found that we have only one alternate language, that is English language. That's why we want to learn English language, and the main importance is to we have to converse within this. We have to share our knowledge towards, as the world is within globalization. We have to learn English for making us globalization, and we have to share our knowledge throughout the country.
Thank you, sir. So the next question is from Ma'am Jacqueline Bessa. What are the problems faced by teachers in learning English language?
Uh, Thank you, Jack. It's my pleasure to have questions from you. There are various kinds of problems that is being faced by teachers in learning English language. Basically, we have to learn or teach. As a teacher, they are unable to learn. First, the teachers have to be refreshed. I request all the teachers from this platform that you have the Android phones and all the things within your devices. You have to learn at first. So the teachers who are teaching within the classroom, when they were taught during their childhood, the thing is totally different now, and the teachers are facing such kinds of problems that what they have already learned in their early childhood, they are facing problems in teaching the students of nowadays. Problem is that regional language. Regional language plays an obstacle for learning English language. So, if a teacher wants or wishes to learn English fluently, he can learn easily, and he can change the problems, or he can solve every problems. There are various kinds of problems. It is lack of time. I'm unable to tell here that there are administrative problems. Are there? There are any interest problem, and some teachers they say that they know everything, and they are hesitating to learn anything afterwards. So for their problems, main problem is that we, as a teacher, we are lifetime students, and if we want to teach English language in any kind of classrooms, we should have to learn at first. In problem matter, interest is matter, and besides everything, we can do anything as a teacher, and I adjure you to learn more and more before teaching. problems can be solved. Thank you. Check.
Thank you so much, sir. So, next question is from Sir John Kenneth. Do the grammatical structure plays an important role in communicating using the English language? Reading between the lines is enough as long as you understand each other. It's a good question.
Yeah. It's a very good question from John. Thank you, John. It's my pleasure to share some answer to the what is grammar. At first, we have to know grammatical structure. It never plays a vital role or important role in communicating using in English language. Reading between lines is enough as long as you understand each other. But while we are going to learn any language fluently, we must have to know about the intonation, pause, and other things. Grammar doesn't matter. One thing, if I say that the sun rises in the east, it is grammatically correct, and it is also grass is green. Here we have grammar. But if I say grass is red, it is grammatically correct, but it is incorrect because the sense is incorrect. So more grammar is always problematic. We do not teach the students particular grammar. If they learn in initial stage, if they learn English grammar or any grammar, they will face problem afterwards. If I say the cow is an animal, the cow is an animal, the sentence is correct because it is grammatically correct and the sense is correct. But if I say the cow is a bird, it is grammatically correct, but the sense is incorrect because the sentence is incorrect. So side by side, in initial stage, I request all the teachers and the parents from this platform that we do not focus on grammar, as John has already mentioned here. That the grammatical structure is not necessary in initial stages. We should have to make them learn afterwards after their elementary or secondary stage. And reading is a very important thing. While we teaching reading, we never spell the words. For example, in picture book, we have a word like apple. The teacher is teaching that A for apple, and he or she has to spell the word APPLE. It is absolutely incorrect. The teacher has to match the total word with the total picture. Word is also a picture. Word is given to connect with that picture of apple, not to spell the word. So the teacher has to be fluent. The teacher has to be efficient in teaching the picture book in the initial stage. If I say horse, have we already seen any kind of word written or printed on the animal horse? No. So how do we get the name? From sound. So So all the letters, all the words, all the sentences, they have some sound. So reading plays a vital role, and the sound plays a vital role in reading also. Reading is a very important thing. While reading, we should have to learn, and we should have to take the snap of the total words in our brain, that is I. So reading, while reading, we never have to teach the be learned by the students as a picture, as a sight, as the model of that picture which has already been seen. Thank you, John.
Thank you so much, sir. And we are taking the last question. It's again from Ma'am Jacqueline Bessa. One more question, sir. Which teaching method is best for teaching English? Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, Jack, once again. Teaching method. While teaching any kind of language, as a language teacher, we must have to activate the students. While teaching, the teacher has to make himself or herself as a facilitator. So looking towards the students, the teacher has to felicitate he or she has to guide the students. The total work is to be done by the students, not by the teacher. So the teaching method, direct teaching method, is not to be fruitful. It is not fruitful for the student nowadays, because every student, he or she has to be present mentally and physically while learning language. So in direct method, what happens, the teacher is active, but the student is passive. But in teaching learning method, the teacher is a facilitator, is a guide for the students, and hold over the class or the students are active. So we have to make up our mind that we must have to teach the students. It is their work. But if they are passive and the result is zero, so we have to make them active. I request all the teachers that we have to teach the students not in direct method. We have to take the help of teaching learning method, in which the students are to be activate and they have to take part physically and mentally. Then we get success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming in IGP's platform and making this 600 number webinar wonderful and sharing your knowledge with our participants. Thank you again, sir. So, sir, if you want to share some last words for our participants you can say?
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome.
So, dear participants, here is our certification process, and the program name is Teaching Actual English Language, and the code is IGP 1960. So the code is IGP 1960, and without code, you cannot get your certificate. And with code, you can claim your certificates anytime. And you can also visit our website. Our website address is www.eduigp.com. So go to our website and get your certificates. And don't forget to celebrate with IGP. So once again, thanks to all of our participants and for your participations, your cooperations, and we expect that you will get benefited in your private and professional life from this webinar. And we invite you to our next webinar tonight. So don't miss it. Until then, stay with IGP, stay safe, stay healthy wherever you are, and and don't stop learning. So if you want to learn, you have to be connected with IGP. So we expect you in this long journey with IGP. So thank you once again, my dear lovely participants. I'm Nasrin Nisha from Bangladesh, signing off right now. Have a great day to all of you. Thank you.